Um, South Africa is a movie. We live in a drama. It's a series. Every day you will be shocked by something new.
What I'm asking is, since the ANC doesn't want to involve itself that much in this issue of illegal foreigners, what is it that they are benefiting there as the leaders of the ANC from illegal immigration as a whole? Because it doesn't make sense for me to not fight against it if they wanted the votes of South Africans, if they wanted to win the hearts of South Africans. Because common sense would say the majority of the country right now has a problem with illegal foreigners. And us as the ANC, we haven't been vocal about illegal foreigners. So in order for us to win back the hearts of South Africans, let us be vocal about illegal foreigners. Let us deport them. Let us reclaim our hijacked buildings, things like that. But they are not doing that. They are not. In fact, they defend illegal foreigners, most of them, to say that no, South Africa is for everyone who lives in it. Then it makes you wonder, what are they benefiting from these illegal foreigners and illegal immigration? Because if they were not benefiting anything, I'm telling you, they would use this thing to their advantage to just try and manipulate South Africans to vote for them, and then after that continue with their lack of service delivery.
Umuntu owafohlayo ungena la eNingizimu Afrika okwakubugebengu wayeqala ubugebengu manje ke makuthiwa benza ubugebengu nangaphakathi ungeke ubaphikele ngoba vele kwangena kubo ubugebengu ngithi ke bahambe babuyele emazweni abo sesiphelile isikhathi kuba nje bacabanga ukuthi kwamachanca lapha kwampuze edlemini uyangena uyaphuma uyaganga wenza yonke into uyakidnappa ufaka idakamizwa wenza yonke leyo nto leyo sithi abayofuna imvume mabefuna ukubhala ngoba umthetho awubanqabeli kabe khona kodwa kuthiwa akangene ngemvume okuyona yona futhi nezisebenza home affairs noma kuthiwa imiphe eminye iminyango aziliphathelele udaba lolu ngobuqotho kungabi bikho insolo zokuthi hayi abanye babuye babenzele indlela bakwazi ukungena noma banikeze imvume yomgunyathi uyazi ukuthi la eThekwini kwakhona bake baboshwa ihhovisi mbumbula ka home affairs manje ke sithi ke nezisebenzi azazi impela ukuthi hayi ngeke sikwemukele sikuvumele ukuba kwaZulu Natal kube indawo nje okuhlala wonke umuntu nongenamvume ngoba imali esinayo kwaZulu Natal ilingena abantu bakwaZulu Natal uma ngase kwaZulu Natal kube khona abantu bakwaZulu Natal noma seSouth Africa bodwa sinesiqinisekiso ukuthi abaningi bangasebenza ngoba maningi amafemu la enginolwazi ukuthi aqasha abantu bokufika maningi kakhulu okunama operations aqhubeka insuku amaphoyisa ngiyazi ukuthi qhubekela phambili khona ama operations ahleliwe nanombani oqasha umuntu ofika ongena amaphepha akazi ukuthi maduzane nje sizomkhalela
Lokugcina lakho.
You know, personally, I feel that this is how our leaders should be speaking. Not in terms of the language. I'm not saying our leaders should be speaking Zulu. That's not what I'm saying. So don't take me out of context. I'm saying our leaders should be speaking against illegal activity like this. You know, if you are someone who has common sense, someone who actually understands that a country needs to be ran based off of laws and not emotion, you will never argue with this man when he speaks like this. If you are going to come and have a problem with what this man right here is saying, you are part of the problem. I'm telling you. Because everything that he just outlined here makes sense. He didn't stutter. He didn't confuse us. He spoke deliberately to say that we cannot be tolerating illegal foreigners in KwaZulu-Natal because if they manage to get into the country illegally, most likely they are going to do illegal things inside the country. I mean, it only makes sense. So I wonder, what is so hard about speaking like this when it comes to these other leaders of ours, Bo Ramaphosa, especially the leaders in the ANC? You know, I have a problem with the leaders in the ANC when it comes to illegal foreigners. Kakulu. The leaders in the ANC don't like to speak about this thing. Well, you can see this man is from the IFP. The IFP is very vocal about illegal foreigners. They don't want illegal foreigners. Even these other political parties are very vocal when it comes to illegal foreigners. But the ANC, you will wonder whether they are living in a different country. Maybe they are living in a different South Africa, where South Africa isn't in a crisis of illegal foreigners. I mean, what is stopping ANC leaders from speaking like this, fighting against illegal activity, defending South Africa? What is so hard about this? What is stopping Julius Malema from speaking like this? Speaking against illegal activity, defending South Africans. I mean, what is so hard about these people? Speaking like this doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad leader. It makes you a good leader, someone who actually wants to look out for the community. So I'm always confused as to why aren't they doing it? These other leaders, the ANC leaders especially, why aren't they fighting vocally against illegal immigration? In fact, not only vocally, but bootstrapped on the ground. Why aren't they fighting? It's confusing to me because they can see. Pella, it's not like these leaders, the ANC can't see that South Africans don't want illegal foreigners. They can see that South Africans don't want illegal foreigners. But even though they can see that, they don't come out and defend South Africans, maybe hopefully try and save the ANC. Because the ANC is collapsing. There's a crisis of illegal foreigners. If they were smart, instead of using this thing of illegal foreigners to campaign for their next elections, maybe fight against illegal activity, they don't do that. They don't do that at all. They are just focused on useless things like the national dialogue. Why aren't they vocal like this man? I mean, if the leaders of the ANC and both Julius Malema came out and defended us like this man, I am telling you that the ANC would win back the hearts of many South Africans. I am telling you. Well, not mine, but then there are many South Africans who would go back to the ANC if it was the ANC that was speaking like this man here. I am telling you. And they know that, the ANC, they know that South Africans right now don't want illegal foreigners in the country. But they are not using that thing to their advantage. So it makes you wonder whether there is something that they are benefiting more than what they would benefit if they defended us as South Africans. Because if they defended us as South Africans like this man, many other people would go back to the ANC. And hopefully maybe it would perform better on the coming elections. Because some people will think, some people are easily manipulated. So they will say, ANC is now fighting against illegal foreigners, so let's support the ANC. There's thousands and if not millions of people who would choose to go back to the ANC because it's now fighting against illegal foreigners. But they are not doing that. So I know for a fact that those politicians can see that we can use this thing of crisis immigration to our advantage. But they are not using it. So it makes you wonder, what better thing do they seek to benefit from ignoring this thing of illegal foreigners? What I'm asking is, since the ANC doesn't want to involve itself that much in this issue of illegal foreigners, what is it that they are benefiting there as the leaders of the ANC from illegal immigration as a whole? Because it doesn't make sense for me to not fight against it if they wanted the votes of South Africans, if they wanted to win the hearts of South Africans. Because common sense would say the majority of the country right now has a problem with illegal foreigners. And us as the ANC, we haven't been vocal about illegal foreigners. So in order for us to win back the hearts of South Africans, let us be vocal about illegal foreigners. Let us deport them. Let us reclaim our hijacked buildings, things like that. But they are not doing that. They are not. In fact, they defend illegal foreigners, most of them, to say that no, South Africa is for everyone who lives in it. Then it makes you wonder, what are they benefiting from these illegal foreigners and illegal immigration? Because if they were not benefiting anything, I'm telling you, they would use this thing to their advantage to just try and manipulate South Africans to vote for them, and then after that continue with their lack of service delivery. I'm telling you, if they were not benefiting anything from illegal immigration, the ANC would be fighting each and every day against illegal foreigners because they would want votes, and they know that many votes will come from South Africans who have a problem with illegal foreigners. But for the mere fact that they are not vocal, like that man from the IFP, they are not vocal about this thing. To me personally, and these are my own thoughts and opinions, also observations, I think there's something that they are benefiting. So I'm telling you, my fellow South Africans, we need more leaders who are going to be vocal and speak like that leader of the IFP I staged at the beginning. We need more and more of those kinds of leaders here in South Africa. People who are not afraid to defend their country. People who are not afraid to fight against illegal activity. People who actually understand that each and everyone has his own country and that person needs to go back to their country. A person who understands that yes, South Africa is better than most countries here in Africa, But then that doesn't mean we have the power and the capability to be helping everyone. We can barely help all South Africans. You get what I mean? So it doesn't make any sense for you to come here also to try and overburden us. You get what I mean? So please, my fellow South Africans, we need to look for leaders like this. When we are going to vote, let us try and look for leaders who are going to speak for us. Well, people will always be people. A person will speak like this, then after you vote for them, they start doing nasty things. But then we will never know. We will never know. It's better we choose to vote for leaders who defend us as South Africans, who speak for us as South Africans, rather than voting for leaders who show us that they don't care about us, who show us that they have ulterior motives. They are just looking out for themselves and their pockets. No, we should be voting for leaders who are vocal, even though they might also change and start doing nasty things. But at least we would have done our part and used our minds to vote at that point, because we don't know the future. You might say the DA will save South Africa. You don't know that. You might say the EFF will save South Africa. You don't know that. The patriotic, you don't know anything. We don't know anything as to what's going to happen in the future. The only thing that we can do right now is to just vote logically at this present moment. And the thing of saying, what if this one changes on us too, and it doesn't live up to what he was saying? We will never control that situation. We can only control what we do right now in the present. And what we can do right now in the present is to just study all of these leaders, study all of these political parties, make informed decisions when we are going to choose who we vote for. That's the least we can do. This thing of saying, what if we take the ANC out of power and we put this one and he also does nasty things? We will deal with that thing when we get there. We will never know. We will never know. And we can't just be living off of fear, continuing with the ANC just because we are afraid. Some people like to use this thing of saying, it's better the devil that you know than the devil that you don't know. No, people, no. The devil is just the devil. Whether you know that devil or you don't know that devil, it's just the devil. So please, my fellow South Africans, let us try and vote logically these coming elections. Let us not vote using emotions. Let us not vote using attachments just because when you were 10-year-old, the ANC came to your school and you didn't have school shoes. They gave you school shoes. So you've been loving the ANC from the age of 10 up until now. When you see the ANC, you see people who once bought you shoes and you want to vote for them. Let us not vote like that. Yes, they once helped you and we appreciate that from them. But then that is not what they are doing right now. They are not helping us right now. In fact, they are running this country into the ground. The unemployment rate has just increased. Everything is just going out of hand right now. So please, let us make informed decisions when we are going to vote. But then that is just what I wanted to talk about in this episode of The Spotlight. So tell me on the comment section down below, what do you think about this whole situation? But then if you just enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.